inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. Gonna mulch it deep and low, gonna make it fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these seeds I sow. Please keep them safe below till the rains come tumbling down. Pulling weeds, picking stones, we are made of dreams and bones. Need a spot to call my own, for the time is close at hand. Grain for grain, sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. Tune my body and my brain to the music.
Hello, Sherry. Wow, 31 years, hard to realize. When we were both together, starting 31 years ago, we tucked every child into every nook and cranny. Where I'm sitting now was part third grade, part science lab, part darkroom, first and second grade, Montessori, library, you name it. What memories? Do you remember opening exercises in everyone in one room? School didn't have an auditorium, so graduations were wherever we could find a place. Reston, McLean, everywhere. And do you remember those times with Mr. and Mrs. Kilmer reading, sharing their anniversaries, enjoying by the pool of their house? Boy, Sherry, we go back a long time and they've been good years.
My favorite memory of Mrs. Dart is when we wanted to listen to dulcimer music when we were writing, and instead she accidentally put on Who Let the Dogs Out.
I liked when you taught us about the explorers.
My favorite memory of Mrs. Dart is when we had the butterflies and we got to learn about how they grow and what they eat, and it was really interesting for me and I really liked it.
I like when you taught us about the Vikings.
If I could describe Mrs. Dart in one word, it would most likely be lively for me. She was always lively and ready to go.
My one word for Miss Dart would definitely be jubilant, because she's a very happy and joyful person to be around.
Kind and sweet. One word that describes Mrs. Dart is loving.
One word to describe Mrs. Dart is probably lovable, just because when she walks into a room, you just feel so loved pretty much, and her spirit just fills the room, and she gives the best hugs.
Hi, Sherry Dart is, besides being my very best friend and longtime friend and teaching partner, she really is the very, very best teacher I've ever worked with. I've often told her that she should be teaching young teachers how to teach. She just has it. She's a natural. Everything she does seems to come from her heart when she teaches. She will be greatly missed as a teacher. I hope she does continue somehow to use her gifts in the classroom to help others.
Hey Sherry, I just want you to know that while I was here at Green Hedges, it has been an absolute blast with you. What's that song that we sang all the time, inch by inch, row by row? You really made my garden grow here. You taught me how to love this school. You helped me love this school. And you told me so much about the Kilmers that I've been able to share with the children that I have taught. Here we go, girl. We're both retiring. Let's go and have a good time together. Love you.
I am so grateful for the privilege of having taught by you side by side for 2 years. The love you brought to the classroom is unique. When it comes to teaching, there are some things that can be learned and others that are just natural gifts. And the way that you were able to create such a loving,
warm atmosphere cannot be done by accident. It takes careful and intentional preparation, and all your students felt comfortable and loved in that first grade classroom. It wasn't even limited to students, whole families. You are skilled at encouraging people to be their best. Sherry, you have truly left your fingerprint on Green Hedges School.
Hey Sherry, it's been so much fun working with you these past 2 years. I've learned so much from you. I've enjoyed working with you. We've had a lot of fun together, and you're my fellow Georgia girl, and we have a lot in common, and I will miss you a lot next year. Thank you so much for teaching me about the Kilmers and the history of Green Hedges, and I plan on passing down a lot of those traditions and rituals to next year's class. So thank you so much for teaching me all about that, and I look forward to hearing about your retirement, and you better come and visit us next year. Have a great time and enjoy this. We love you. Bye.
Sherry, you're Green Hedges through and through. For 31 years, you've been here. Longer than anyone. Longer than Mrs. Kilmer. There are many places on campus that I visit every day. And as I go around from these places, I often think of you. Take, for example, the outdoor classroom. You often remind us that it's the althea bushes at the ends, near the columns of the outdoor classroom. You remind us that those are the bushes for which Green Hedges is named for. The playground. How many times have you walked children out to the playground? My guess is 5,425 times. And then, at the end of the session on the playground, have you used this bell for 31 years to call them in at the end of recess? Probably. I think of you when I visit the parlor, perhaps visiting with the Kilmers, sharing stories of children and ideas of educational best practices. The multi-purpose room, where we're gathered this evening. How many times have you encouraged children to project their voices, to seek comfort in another character? I often visit with alumni as well. They always ask, is Mrs. Dar still there? Yes, fortunately, I've been able to say it until now. Next year begins a new chapter for us, Sherry. Other concurrent legendary influences have also made their mark at Green Hedges, but yours is indelible. Your patience with children and the courage and grace you foster among them is a model we'll uphold forever. Best of luck to you, Sherry.
Hi, Mrs. Dart. It was such an honor having you as my first grade teacher. You influenced my life and the lives of all my peers. Green Hedges was lucky to have a teacher like you. I wish you luck in all your future endeavors.
Yes, good.
Thank you for teaching us, Miss Dart.
You're the best.
Thank you for being a great teacher.
We love you. We love you, Mom. We love you as our teacher.
Oh, be joyful. Oh, be joyful on this day. Hey!
Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these seeds I sow. Please keep them safe below till the rains come tumbling down. Pulling weeds, picking stones, we are